Now, this is not gonna be like full-on build crafting or whatever, because I think that that is a bit too rushed. We don't know half of what, you know, what's gonna be on the tree and so on. So that's not gonna be honest. You know, if I start, oh, this is gonna be crazy, we don't even know, for example, if Iron Will is in the game. What we're gonna do instead, we're just gonna go over some of the ones that I think are very, very interesting. I'll also drop the link to this website in the description, so you guys can check this out on your own. I am gonna be putting out a lot of guides and builds, and I'm also going to be putting out a lot of videos that will have very important information for any new players that are just starting to play the game, just to make the game experience much more enjoyable for you guys. First, we're going to take a look at some minion stuff. So all you got to do is go in here and drop, like, type in minion, right? And it's going to showcase a lot of things that are going to be minion related. Once again, keep in mind, we do not have all the nodes, all the keystones available on the map. This is like as close as we can get currently, though. If you follow these nodes, obviously these ones are going to be, you know, 8% increased spell damage, pretty much the normal stuff. And then we make our way to, you know, the bigger ones, the notables. Increased spell damage 16%, minions deal 16% increased damage. So it kind of drives you through here and shows you where you want to really go in order to get the right ones for your minions, if minions is the build that you're going for. Now, the cool thing though is that right here, this is one of the most important ones that I think is going to be very nice for minion builds, is Restless Dead. Minions revive 25% faster. And I can imagine that when you use this in combination, for example, with the Cleric minion that you can summon, which makes the reses way better, by the way, this is going to be a great combination, okay? Then you have minions have 4% increased attack and cast speed. This is going to repeat a few times. And then we have Crystalline Flesh. Minions have plus 20% to all elemental resistances. Minions have plus 5% to all maximum elemental resistances. So minions have 25% increased area of effect. Minions have 25% reduced enemy stun threshold. So this one right here pretty much is focused all on minions. We don't know exactly what the smaller nodes are going to do here, but it's definitely going to be something that is going to be buffing the minions on the way, right? Flash crafting. Minions gain 15% of their maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. Then we have smaller ones, 8% increased maximum life. Minions have 10% increased maximum life. So once again, if you're trying to make him tankier, which I think is a smart thing to do, right? Because if you don't have to like go full on tank mode on them, but if you can increase their HP just a little bit, and then if you make it easier for the clerics to keep him alive, for example, if you have the reavers that are going to be doing a lot of rage stacking, it's going to be really good because your single target damage, especially on bosses or even while clearing, is going to be very high, right? Because they're going to just stay alive. And I think clerics are going to be very useful. Probably one or two in your minion squad, so to speak, is going to be very nice. Then we have the Keystone Necromantic Talisman. All bonuses from an equipped amulet apply to your minions instead of you. This can be absolutely wild if done correctly. Left Hand of Darkness. Minions have 20% additional physical damage reduction. Minions have plus 23% to chaos resistance. Right Hand of Darkness. Minions have 20% increased area of effect. Minions have 10% chance to inflict withered on hit. So minions have 12% reduced reservation. Pretty much the cost of the minions when it comes to spirit. And obviously this is all going to depend on what you're really going for. And once again, I am going to be making a bunch of builds for the witch, sorcerer in the future, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys do enjoy this one, drop a like, sub to the channel so you do not miss out on the content. Says Bringer, I need to learn to be a Chronomancer in real life so I can start playing this game already. That's a good freaking idea, bro. I wish we could. Gravedigger. Minions revive 25% faster. You gain 3% life when one of your minions is revived. So you guys can see, like, you can do some crazy combinations, right? This one also revives them 25% faster. You got the Gravedigger, 25% faster revive. And you also have Restless Dead. Minions revive 25% faster. And the fact that you gain 3% life when one of your minions is revived, that is going to be crazy if you're going to be going for life stacking as well. You are going to be getting your life back, and there's just a bunch of more gemstones and skills that also count as minions. And those will be going down faster as well, so that when they pop up, you keep getting your HP. This is going to be wild. So these keystones here are very, very good. Very good. And down here, we have two-pronged attack. Minions deal 25% increased damage. But minions are not the only reason I'm going to be playing BLOODMAGE, for example. There's a bunch of other things that we can take a look at here. So First of all, let's take a look at some life picks here, and you guys will see there's a lot of things that you can change, but I'm gonna go over just a few of them that are very important. For example, mind over matter. All damage is taken from mana before life. 50% less mana recovery rate. This is gonna be one of those keystones where if you're trying to go into like deep build crafting and so on, and have some cool interactions with skills or even uniques hopefully in the game, and overall it's gonna be one of the coolest options. But then you also have like these ones, for example, right? 6% of damage taken recouped as life. There is one thing down here that you can do that is very, very interesting. Yes, the Val Pact. Life leech is instant, cannot use life flasks. This is also very interesting, even though you're giving up the life flasks. Depending on how strong you can make the life leech, this could be very cool. Another stone that is very, very nice when it comes to build crafting. If you guys have any ideas for this one, drop them in the comment section below. We're going to be taking a look regardless. And there's just so many different kind of things when it comes to life. Now, you got to keep in mind though, like this one, for example, is really far away from where you start on the Blood Witch, because we're starting this way, right? The witch goes up top, I believe. So you would have to go all the way around. But if it's worth it, and if you have some cool builds in mind, that is something that is worth trying. Like, keep in mind, if there is a way to pick up some notables in the game where you don't have to like go through all of this and go in circles just to acquire the notable that you're looking for. And the item you're gonna need for that is Distilled Emotions. This is an item that you're gonna get towards the end game. And now I'm gonna play a clip and you guys will see exactly what I mean.
The Mist also offers a strange crafting material, Distilled Emotions. By combining these emotions, you are able to instill your amulet with a notable from the passive skill tree. This is like gaining an extra passive point for free, attached to your gear. They are also particularly great because you don't have to traverse the tree to get them, allowing you to get off-class bonuses that would normally be much harder to get.
So if you're looking for a notable that is not close to you and you're trying to get it just like that, you will need that item and it will give you the option to do so. So that is something to keep in mind. But let's take a look at the spells as well, because there is a lot of stuff that will make your spell gameplay really cool as well. For example, we have Spell Haste, 10% increased cast speed, and we also have Spell Blade, 32% increased spell damage, and stuff like that. We also have 24% chance for spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles, and obviously you can tie this in with some of the gems and have even more projectiles, and then pick the right skill that already has a bunch of projectiles, and you guys know how it goes. Like it's gonna go absolutely wild. I think this game is gonna be amazing, dude. I cannot wait to play on day one. I'm just very excited.